So if you are looking to try and finish off the hybrid leagues, especially on the web app, might be a little bit more difficult, but if you are now on console, you're watching this a couple days later, you have got Give Me 5, 7 league boots, the whole 9 yards, and first XI. All of them have different requirements, as you see with the first one. The way that you want to finish this is very simple. If you cannot be bothered to grind out and know what you've got in your club, try and figure it out there, it should be relatively simple to you. But if you want to do it a little bit easier, you want to head over to easysbc.io. They will have every AI tool that you can go with. So for instance, for this, if we are looking at the hybrid leagues, you want to see this one down here. And then what you want to do from here, so for instance, the Give Me 5, you will click that one and the AI will generate the cheapest team possible for you. So once you're actually on it and then you kind of click it, so for right now, because the market at the moment is very much kind of brand new, you'll find that a lot of bronze silvers will be cheap. Sometimes they might not be as cheap as you kind of think, so it is good to refresh it and not take these as the #1 players. But if you do refresh it when you've got it, you could maybe swap out some players. So you could tell potentially this one you could swap out for a different one because he has no links to anybody else. Same with the Argentinian. You could just go with a generic right back. It's the German players that need to be linked together for that one. Then if you want to do the next one, which will be the 7 league boots, what you want to do is go over to hybrid and then we again go into the 7 league boots again. And once we've generated that one should show you exactly 7 leagues, players from the same league free, players from the same club free, 78 rated this time, a chemistry point on each player, minimum 1, and a total of 18 chemistry points. So everybody's got to have a chem, so everybody's got to be in the right position. It might not show on here the actual position change, so for instance, she couldn't play right wing, he can play left wing, and then obviously you've got left mid, right mid as well. So again, this is going to give you some gold commons. You can just go ahead and buy all of these players. Just type in their name either on the actual kind of transfer market here. So for instance, if we are looking for the goalkeeper, we type his name in and we can go and have a look for him. We can see him here. So obviously being one of the solutions, he might go up in price. You just have to refresh and it might give you a different team. So that's another way of doing that one. Then you would go for the next one, which is going to be hybrid leagues, and we'll go down to the whole 9 yards. This is where it starts to get that little bit more tricky and more than likely not necessarily completely obtainable on the web app on the very first day. On console, because people are opening packs, gold commons are going to go through the absolute floor again. You will be able to pick them up pretty cheaply. This one is going to require you to have a league's minimum, well, exactly 9 in fact. 2 from the same league, 2 from the same club, 6 rare players, a minimum of an 80 overall, and 21 chemistry points. So obviously we've got the likes of Giroud, Koke, we've got the left back with Diassi, Blaz, there's a few more, and then obviously a couple of bronzes. You can obviously put these bronzes in because they are clearly just French links, not actually links towards a team. So make sure you are looking at this. If there's another French La Liga centre-back that you've got that does link, you've obviously got Koke, but if there's another centre-mid that's Spanish that's an 83, then you can obviously link them differently. It's all about taking this as kind of like homework and then maybe kind of transferring out a couple of players. For instance, the left mid that is German, it can be anybody. It doesn't actually have to be him because you know there's no other links across the board to him. And then the final one, which is going to be technically the most difficult, you have got the first XI. This is going to require 11 different leagues. Gold is the absolute minimum, 7 players to be rare, and 27 chem. Probably one of the easiest ones going because you just pick a nation and just stick with it. You've obviously got to have the same 11 different leagues, 27 chemistry points. So as long as everybody's in the right position, as you can tell, you can kind of go with a goalkeeper here and you can obviously go with a CDM here. So it's pretty simple. Most of the different nations will work. Predominantly Uruguay is going to be a good one. Brazil's normally quite a good one, but might be a little bit more expensive. So it is good to go for one of these off nations. Something like Portugal could be a decent one as well if you are looking at it. And that's just how you finish the hybrid league.